edge technology streams. Understand this as we're having this conversation and explaining these things and talking about these things, we will have the individual pop in. He should be at work, to tell you the truth, honestly, so I don't know what he'd be doing in the room. But anyway, we'll have the individual popping in and ranting, because usually that's what he does. But we leave it all in there. We want everybody to see exactly how he carries himself, and at the end of the day, how this is not a professional. At the end of the day, he's not the kind of person you want to do business with. Now, the reason why we're bringing this up, because again, I go to a lot of forum sites, and he pops up from time to time, not in the forum sites, basically people talk about him in forum sites. People have had some bad experience with him, basically the way he carries himself, his attitude. We know firsthand about his attitude. We've seen he does some really nasty stuff. So again, he does pop up quite a bit in some of the forum sites, and it's not good. These are people who've had really bad experiences with him. And one thing is that temper he has, where, again, we've shown you the crazy comments, messages we've received from him, emails, all kinds, even our receipts. We've got them posted in there saying, look, this is how we were treated on ordering from him. Just going off, just nasty attitude. So anyway, you can see how the customers who basically did videos against him, they didn't just do reviews, they went in on him because they were upset. And again, like I said, they were probably treated extremely nasty. Now, as I said before, I go into these forum sites, I chat with a few people here and there, so we go and we show off our stuff over there. And one of the things somebody bought up, say, hey, why don't you get free paint? Why don't you get an offer to get free paint from him? I said, look, we have bought so much paint from this guy, it is not even funny. We're into like almost $1,600 worth of paint that was returned back to our banking accounts. And he was like, you got to be kidding. Like, no, we posted all the receipts. Like, look, here we go, cancel order, cancel order, cancel order, cancel order. And not only were it cancel orders, they were like insults in the cancel orders. After we showed the email, like, wait a minute. So bottom line, we showed the email first. We said, look, he gave us offers to buy whatever we want. We wanted in purchase. And this guy went on a full Karen rant on us. Like, he just started telling us we were banned and this, that, and the other. And it doesn't look good when you do stuff like that. Maybe among your followers, and they're not your real followers at the end of the day, because again, those are the guys who will coach you to put a rope around your neck and kick the chair from underneath of you. And that's pretty much what they did. That's why we have all this evidence against you, because you doing things to please those followers, and those followers don't support you at all in any way whatsoever, or we wouldn't have this kind of stuff against you on a daily basis. The day I could go into your account and I could pull up like 8 videos already on you committing fraud. We can catch you. Now, we already know from the door his environment, his entire environment, all those demonstrations are all fake. We know that. Because again, I showed you what the apartments really look like when they're fully lit. He's not using his everyday natural and lighting in the environment. The environment is fake. What makes it even worse is when the environment is dark, he still puts lights in those environments to give the appearance that there's actually a well-lit environment. It's like a, how do you say, a riddle within a riddle. That's what it comes up to. So when the person made the comment about getting the free paint, I said, man, we can't even get paint from him that we pay for. How are we going to basically ask him for an agreement for sending over free paint? I'll buy your paint. I don't need free paint at the end of the day. I bought like $1,600 of it. So your product, like, I can buy 4 or 5 of your products right now, and I guarantee that every last dime will go back into my banking account. But we gave him the option to get free paint. Now, keep in mind, as we explained to the forum site, Crow has never, ever purchased anything from us. There are no receipts, no transactions, no PayPal receipts, no server from our website, nothing. And the reason why is because when he called himself doing the 39, we have been requesting for those receipts for the longest time. How hard is it to get a receipt? Now, I can see if you go to Walmart, a brick and mortar store, and you buy something, you get a receipt, you know, most people are going to lose that at the end of the day. But we're talking about a website order where something's going to be emailed to you, where you're going to have a copy of that transaction in an email. I can go back to 2019 and I can pull up receipts from 2019 when he was on eBay before he had his website off an email. So we all know how emails work at the end of the day. So the fact that it took him this long, he doesn't even have it yet, to even show a receipt. He has no receipts at all. He's not stupid. He's not going to make the same mistake that the other one did, because he doesn't want to be outed like that. That's pretty bad. So again, you purchased this product. Where is the receipt we've been requesting? So again, like I said, we all know He doesn't have it. He faked the demonstration. Now, let's get back to the free screen paint. We offered him free screen paint. Even at one point when the 38s were on our website, we dropped them down to $100 and still nothing at all, period. Like nothing at all. We didn't order a thing at all. All right, so we went from there and we ordered, we went from there and we asked him he would get free screen paint. The only thing he had to do in the agreement was just basically state that he gave us permission to send this to his address with a signature attached to it and the address. That's it. What's the problem with your address? Why are you afraid to give up your address? I popped my address into your account 18 times. 18 times. If you gave me that agreement, guess what? No problem. I'll jump on my computer, pull up where I make my documents at. I'll write in the whole thing. Go in and put my name, sign it in, put my address in, send it right over to you. Done. The problem we have here is the fact that we will not get what we asked for. Say if he said, hey, you can get Cinemax for free, right? Now, keep in mind, we don't have to go this route. I can call somebody and get your product here. That's how we got your products to begin with. We made phone calls, people placed orders, and we got your product here. It's not hard to get your stuff. It's a headache. Yeah, it's definitely a headache. But to get it here, it's not hard to do. All right? So, if he gave us that offer, again, where's the 100% guarantee that we are going to get exactly what we ordered? Now, mind you, the Frankenstein fiasco, that was pretty crazy. Now, for those you don't know about the Frankenstein fiasco, this is where we went in. We placed an order for the Frankenstein, and this individual went in and manipulated, committed fraud on his website to go in and change the color of the product before it was shipped here. So basically, he can say, if we filed a complaint with him through PayPal, the color has always been this way. What that individual didn't realize is we did something called a color verification video, which basically showed us recording our transaction and showing the color of the product before the item got here, which clearly showed that when the item got here a different color, it did not match the verification video at all, period. And that's how he lost his PayPal claim, not as described. And then keep in mind, after we won the claim, we got our money back. As always, we always get our money back. He went into saying, open the product, open the product, open the product. Test the screen, test the screen, test the screen. When we brought the product up and we showed him the color of the gunmetals, how dark they are, completely overshot your target completely. But we did realize something. It matched your UV mix by one shade, which means we made the UV mix by using this demonstration right here. This is his black and white paint mixture. This is where he was giving out free paint. We used this to make his products. It matches perfectly. So knowing that, he knows we can make that Frankenstein product, whatever that is. Now keep in mind, to prove that he knows this, we ordered the Frankenstein mix, the same color that he was urging us to go open up, open up, open up. So we bought it. Guess what? Money went back to my account. He charged me $90 for it, and we didn't care, we paid it. And he turned around, and mind you, shipped it to me the first time with my name signed to the next side of it, named Kenny. Then you gave it to me the first time, right? So what happened to the second time? The second time you didn't ship it out. The second time you canceled the order and put the money back into my account, which shows that, again, even when products that you commit fraud on, you can't even back those up and send those out, and that's pretty bad. So how would a free paint agreement work with Crow if Crow can't even ship out his product to begin with? Now, I'll show you right here. So in the blacklist, this is a place that we have, this is where we sent the link to. We sent this link over to the forum site so they can look through all of this. This is all the information. Now, for the person who's in the room ranting, or I don't know what you're talking about, we don't read any of that. Keep in mind, when you're sending messages through, I don't listen to any of that. I just sat there and said at the beginning of the video, be warned, these are individuals. Crow comes in with fake accounts and he rants. So we want you to do that because we want people to see what you are. That's why we leave them in there. It's only when you see an open room means we want to show people what you are. These are shared to forum sites that we go to. Now, again, the network 773 scandal. This is where he was stealing hundreds from its customers for a product that matched a house paint. How do we know at the end of the day, oh, it doesn't make a difference. You send me network grade 773. That's the last thing you want to do because we got it over here. We use it all the time for testing against our screens. But yeah, just to give you a recap on some of the craziness. This is our test demonstration a year ago. This is his test demonstration after a year ago, after being pressured by his customers to go in and actually do the demonstration. Let me bring the camera so you can see how close this screen matches this product. If you can't make out which one's which, you can't find the video anymore. The video is gone. He got rid of the video. He hid the videos. They're gone. But this right here is network grade 773. This is his screen. So this is what he charges his customers. I think it's the Cinemax. That is supposed to be your best screen paint. That's supposed to be the best of the best. Well, apparently Sherwin-Williams is the best of the best also too, because this is a match right here. Now, again, this is an individual who got on camera, went into a whole fiasco about how his products don't match this particular paint and how we're crazy on our end and we don't know what we're talking about. Went into a whole preach on this and that on the other just to go in to remove the video. There he is. This is the video you can't find. There's this receipt from Sherwin-Williams right there. This is why you're not good for business. You are bad for business. Actually, you're actually a black eye to the projector home theater group. You're a black eye. We show them this stuff. They don't want you on YouTube, period. They don't want you anywhere selling product. That's an everyday shelf paint, a paint that anybody can pull off the shelf at Home Depot or Lowe's and paint the same thing his screen just did. What did I say a year ago when I first pulled up that product, when I first popped the lid? The first thing I said, ooh, this is not good. This is not going to go well. He's going to have an extremely hard time trying to beat this paint, because what makes the network grade 773 so dangerous is the tone is absolutely perfect. That's what makes it dangerous. When you're making a black and white mixture, you have to figure out how much black paint to put in. You put too much in, this is going to suffer. You put too less in, that's going to suffer. That product has a perfect tone, which means the consumer doesn't have to put anything into it. Nothing at all, period. So this is the video that went missing. Ah, my goodness, I swear it's like, this is not gonna be a long video. We're gonna breeze right through this, but this is the video that nobody can seem to find. And then after we basically tried to get him to post this video to his website so everybody can see it, he refused to post it to the website. Why would you refuse to post it to the website? What would be the reason to that? Because if someone comes in and sees this video, they will not buy your screen paint. They would just go to Sherwin-Williams and buy the shelf paint. Why not? Saving hundreds. You're telling people you're saving hundreds. How are you saving hundreds? Again, we've had this conversation. He can't even save himself money at the end of the day. He has to use a high-end projector and a fake environment to try to make his products look good. You can't even save money yourself. All my projectors on my floor right now cost me $700. And again, like I said, I'm in my natural lighting, my natural environment, and our screens are much larger than yours. You don't save any money yourself. But this is, long story short, this is the video that went missing. All right, nobody can find the video. Disappeared. Now, these right here, this is the paints we made with this demonstration right here. This shows the black and white mixture. This is another video that disappeared and went missing that nobody can find. This shows Crows1176 making its product with a black and white screen paint product. Let me pull this up a little bit more for you. Now, the reason why, like I said, we can't do that whole agreement with you because, again, you can't even make do on products that we pay for. We have a hard time getting items from you that we pay for out of our pocket. What's the point of going in and committing these fake acts on shipping us over fake products if our money's just going to end back on my account? I sat there and told you the first time that we ordered the Cinemax. What did I say when I ordered the Cinemax from you? I sat there and said, if you mess up, the money's going back on my account. And what happened? You messed up. You didn't ship over what we asked for. He shipped us over black paint. Not only did he ship us over black paint, He shipped this over black paint where he took a knife and punctured a hole in the side of the container. That doesn't make you look good, man. It may when you laugh among your friends and stuff, you may think that that makes you look good, but that makes you look extremely bad for business. It does. This is your Network Gray 773 matching your product. This is posted everywhere. On every forum site that we go to, we drop this entire link in there. All that information. This is all you. This is where he got up there on camera and preached about how his product doesn't match this in any way whatsoever, just to get rid of the videos himself. Explain. You're not good for business, man. You've been cheating your customers for the longest time. Your customers could have saved so much money if they just would have just went in and just got the shelf paint. Where's the difference at? And I'll keep in mind, Fernando, keep in mind that even if you sit there and you say, well, this, that, and the other, not really, you can't really say anything. You got to understand the situation you put yourself into. You made this video to back yourself up, did you not? And the very same video you made to back yourself up, you removed it off your channel. Why would you remove? What would be the purpose to remove it off your channel? The reason what the purpose is, no matter what you say at the end of the day, you removed it because even you yourself has acknowledged that your product has matched this house paint. That's what you just did. By removing the video, you have just stated that you have acknowledged what went on in this video. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the actual video and can't find it, we have it right here if you can watch it. And that's a $3,300 laser ultra short throw projector that matched. So again, the P2 basically will do the same thing on the house paint that it will do on the Network Gray 773. That's another thing that wasn't taken into factor. We're talking about that on the forum site on how the P2, this 4K laser projector he spent all this money for, turns around and again, all the money you spent for a P2, $3,300 for a projector that ended up matching house paint. Look how good that 4K projector looks on that Network Gray 773. Look at that. So what's the difference of basically going out and buying your product? Just like the customer who was complaining about his product matching the basement paint in his basement. Perfect example. That's not even Network Gray 773, that's basement paint. This right here is where Crow, again, this is why we don't do that when someone was making a comment. Well, once you ask him to offer you, no, why? Because Crow can't ship out products correctly. He doesn't know how things work in the business world. You signed your name to the package, which we had so many people looking at this, telling them not to buy from you because you would basically scam them, try to keep their money, and turn around and send them something that's not their product. This is why you don't do stuff like this. I told you when we first came down the road to this video, I said, do not do anything stupid. I told you this, and you turn around and what did you do? Something stupid. So he signs his name to the package, put his signature on it. Then he turns around and as we're opening up the product, sends us black paint. Now, mind you, we paid for this item, but we want our PayPal claim. We got our money back in our account anyway. So what's the point of committing fraud? You committed mail fraud. You went on and you shipped out a product that everybody knows you don't make a black Cinemax just to be funny. You made yourself look bad. That's like if somebody orders something from Coca-Cola and they send them down something completely different that's not Coca-Cola. That doesn't make them look good at the end of the day. That makes them look bad. It makes them like a company you don't want to do business with because they run the risk of basically sending you down something that's completely different and trying to keep your money at the same time. And he tried. He did. He tried every lie in the book with PayPal, making up all these different accusations. But it didn't work because, again, Crow does not know how, Jamie does not know how business actually works. He doesn't know how to speak. He doesn't know how to talk to people. That's the problem. So why in the world would I ever sign any agreement? I mean, I got no problem with my address and it's not a problem. But why would I basically sign any agreement when you can't even ship over paint that we paid for? So for the fellow who made the comment about saying, well, why don't you ask them for the same agreement? I have no problem putting my address in. I did it 18 times. Got no problem. The problem we have here is that you do not know how to process an order correctly. That's the problem we have. And we all know the reason why you have faked our products. We all know the reason why you have never placed orders because, again, if my product, the real deal, were to come over there, it would kick the living crap out of your screen and you know it. If we take out certifies on an everyday, if we give you challenges that you can't even complete, and these are not even challenges. If I turn my projector on right now and I show a Starfield demonstration at a 150-inch screen on a $60 projector, that's our everyday demonstration. This is what I watch. This is my screen every day. You can't even do that. We know you didn't do the challenge. We already know already. You can't do that because your product doesn't pull up at 150 inches because it would wash out completely. You know that already. So that's why you can't do the challenge at all, period, that we requested. Does he have to depend on 4K projectors to try to make his products look good? Yes, we gave him a 1-year swap out to swap out his projector for a 600 by 800 720p SVGA projector. For 1 year, projector had to sit back around 13 feet. Ours is 19, by the way. And we have more light, bigger screens, so it's more easier for us. But then again, you on the other hand, you have to depend on that projector. And if they have to use those projectors as environments, that's what you'll be using at the end of the day. That's why all his customers know that the demonstrations don't look like his. All right, so as you can see, it's black paint, right? There you go. There's our, we won in our favor with PayPal. Right there. There you go, you can look through the whole thing. He lost miserably. So that's the reason why. Now, a customer who saw this was very upset about how Crow carried himself, and he sent this over to Cinemax. When we got it from the customer, Crow went into this huge rant about, oh, those are not my labels, that's not my product. We put it against Network Gray 773, and it matched. And he went into this huge rant like, no, my product doesn't match. Keep in mind, think about what you just said, Crow. This is how you painted yourself into a corner. Think very careful what you just did because we remember everything. When that Cinemax came over here and we unboxed it, we said we got it from a customer because a customer was disgusted on how you do business. So he sent this over his. You went into a rant about how the labels were fake, how the product doesn't match Network Gray 773. Did you not say that in your demonstration? Yes, you did. To turn around and your labels that you sent over here for the Frankenstein bears the exact same labels that you claim that we made. Interesting, isn't it? Same labels that you complained about that weren't yours, you sent them over on your Frankenstein. And not only that, you ranted and carried on about how we faked the demonstration that the Cinemax never matched the Network Gray 773. So if that's the case, what happened here? Because not only did the product match the Network Gray, the Cinemax, but the video itself went missing, which we have showing you removing the video in the middle of a live stream. So how do you explain that? There you go. There you go. Hopefully something clicks in the back of his head. Maybe it sounds like somebody dropped a stack of dishes in a diner. That's his brain finally connecting, realizing how you've been scamming people, how you've been getting on camera and ranting about how this doesn't match and that doesn't match. I don't come on here and do demonstrations and then delete the videos later on or not have the ability to back them up. If I tell you that my product doesn't match black paint, we have so many demonstrations on our product versus black paint, and I've done demonstrations. I've actually painted black paint on screens and displayed them live. You haven't done that one time. One time. We do that on all our products. All our products go to that same demonstration. We call it a black versus black test. It's even on my website right now. There's a video right there, me painted right into the screen. You don't have anything like that because even you yourself can't back your own products because you even tried to hide the evidence by deleting the video. which proves that all that ranting and carrying on you did about the whole us that's not being your product was your product at the end of the day. Because even yourself, you deleted your own videos trying to hide the evidence. And this video right here, you see right there, that is your product right here. You don't talk about that. That is the Metallica mix. That is the same product here that's over top us. The Metallica mix was shipped into us by a customer. They sent it to us. We didn't buy it. Well, we did buy it, but they sent it to us. We made that product on camera using your black and white mixture, using about $40 worth of black and white paint. We made 3 of your products. And right there, you see them right here. Made them. You can go check it on the list. They matched perfectly. Now, you don't talk about this one. That one a customer sent to you. Now, that's how the email got started, people. The email got started because a fellow went in, ordered the paint. He got this one for us. And what happened was Crow became highly upset. Why would you be highly upset if your products are the best of the best? Why would you be highly upset if we have your real products? What do you have to hide to be highly upset? This is your product right here that we received from a customer. Now, the customer went in to try to get another one, but Crow had figured out who he was. Why are you searching your orders looking for that? That's not a good sign that you're searching orders looking for who's us and who are from your customers. I couldn't care less. I don't go search my orders. Why would I? I can back my products up. Why would I be in there searching for it? I just process the order and ship it out. They decide they want to do something stupid and do a false demonstration with us having a batch number attached to it. Hey, more the merrier. I see you in court. That's all to it. But other than that, why would I be searching my stuff? I back all my stuff up. So this is the product right here that we got from a customer who basically sent this over to us. Product was leaking. There's paint all over the place. It wasn't properly sealed. You sent this to a customer, and at that, the container was used. There was a busted hole right along the top here. That's how the paint leaked all over the place. You sent the customer a used, busted container because, again, you didn't know it was coming from us. This is somebody else who ordered this. When the customer tried to go back in and tried to place another order a month later, Crow figured out who he was. And again, nasty attitude, cursed this guy out, and cancel the order. And this is where the email pops up. This is where Crow sends us an email telling us to buy whatever we want, be a man for the first time in your life, order with confidence. 16 cancellations at that time. It's not confidence. Not at all, period. So he figured he would basically send us this email thinking that we wouldn't put our address in. Yeah, I think you have short-term memory loss. And I'm going to tell you why I think you have this. Do you know that I've been ordering paint from you since 2019 and my address is I've always put my address in every single time? I think one time I used the post office box. I had a post office box connected. But other than that, I put my address in. I put my address in over 16 times for this one, right? For your products over here. Okay, just want to make sure we know all that right there. Okay, let's come out of here. So over here, this is the original, before he tried to change it over to try to make it look somewhat decent on the shipping policy. This is the original shipping policy on how bad it was. It's still bad now. Over here, Jamie, this is right here we call the side-by-side house paint versus Crow's products. This is where you match the bare paint. This is where you match the screen that went video that went missing. We can't find it. That one's gone. That's a network gray. This is another one that went missing. This is the benefits of a gray screen versus a white screen. This video also went missing. We have it documented. We caught them. We caught them trying to get rid of the video. That one we have to put that down here to get it. We all know what this one is, right? This is a Solid Wake 5. That was pretty embarrassing. That is the most embarrassing. They laugh on this one. They crack up on this one, especially when he has his face next to the receipts. Like, you know, he's got us, and then turn around and didn't even have our email address correctly. Not if alone, the email address doesn't even exist. But again, working with Crow, well, you do dumb stuff. Hang with you. What do you say? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And he won the whole entire grand prize that day. You check it out for yourself. It's hilarious. And he even got caught. After he got caught, he tried to delete the videos off his account, and we caught him doing it. We recorded everything, so he got caught on that one. Here's Crow committing fraud. This is the reason why we don't do the free paint offer. If he gave us a free paint offer, we don't do it. This is why. This is where Crow committed fraud on the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein is a big scam. I'll tell you that, by the way. By the way, you can make the Frankenstein. We can tell you how to make that. It's easy. It's the same thing as a UV mix. It's just basically just one shade more, one shade off. So anyway, this is the product we ordered from Crow. We went in, we placed the order through his website. Before the product got there, we did something called Frankenstein screen paint color verification. We shot this before the product got here, so that way we can have proof that he changed the product. Because I sat there and said in the video, we don't know if this guy's going to go into his website, change the color of the product at the last minute, and then try to send us down something different. And guess what? He did exactly what we said he was going to do. He changed the color. And guess what happened, Crow? You lost your case again. Because we were able to show PayPal this demonstration right here showing the color verification, what your product was and how you changed it at the last minute. Now you can come up and say, hey, look, this was an update. Buddy, we do updates all the time over here. If I'm doing an update and I'm changing something out, it'll be like 3 or 4 days worth of updates coming up. Like, yeah, we're changing out the product. We're going to be switching over to this. We got to test this. And then we got to run tests after we change out the product and make sure it's working out correctly. You don't do any tests. You just go in and just change your product out. Like, but we're done. Change. Update. Done. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to give updates on the changing of the product. Still, tests have to be done. Is this product going to work with ultra short though? Is it going to work with long though? Can you use it in a fully lit environment? How does it compare to certified screens? You got to do all those tests every time you change it out. And you have to give people updates that this is coming. You did this at the last minute to try to keep in mind, when you think about it, you sabotaged your own business just to pretty much try to scam us. That's what you did. All right. Let's go down here. That's where he messed up on that one right there. This is one where he lied about. This is the Frankenstein scam. The ambient light rejection scam. Good gracious, man. This one right here is pretty bad. It's really embarrassing. It's really bad. So Jamie went in, had a video about 5 years back under the Frankenstein mix. 5 years. Keep in mind, people, 5 years. 5 years ago, his product was probably running for like $65, $75, say around that price, okay? Because we bought it before. The problem you have here is the fact that 5 years ago, he claimed this product to be ambient light rejection, which it wasn't anywhere near ambient light rejection. Number one, your screen was way too small. You had this cardboard at the top and the bottom. I don't know what the heck that was going on there with that. But anyway, he went in later on after getting busted on this and went and changed the title of a 5-year video to not ambient light rejection. The problem is that in your video at 143, you said it is. So I don't know where you were going with that one. Like, did you really think, how stupid do you think your customers are? I really think, either you think your customers are stupid or you think generally people are just really stupid and you pretty much just are smarter than everybody else. Because that's the only way I could think of anyone thinking that way. You didn't think that somebody was going to go in and press on the video and hear you at 143 stating that your product was ambient light, but in the title it says it's not? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. So just why? Demonstration on that fake ambient light rejection. And real quick, notice the labels. This is the labels that you were crying and whining about that weren't the same that we had on the container for the Cinemax. These are the same labels you sent over. So yes, they were basically the same. And again, like I said, crying and whining about how the Cinemax did not match the Network Gray 773, how the product we had over here was fake, to turn around and had your product match Network Gray 773. But not only that, had you delete your own videos off your account because you basically you realized you messed up. But we're showing you right here. Now, you see the color of the Frankenstein? You see how dark it is right here? This is where you failed the verification. And if you go in and you look at these videos from 5 years back, and this video, number one, wrong color. You changed this out at the last minute to try to get it over on us. And then also, too, at 143 in the video, Crow will state that the paint is ambient light rejection, but he went in and changed the title to not ambient light rejection. This is what the title looked like before Crow went in and tampered with it. See where it said Frankenstein, ambient light mix? He went in and put the word not in between Frankenstein or Frankenstein, ambient light. Now, why would you do that? Because you do know in the video you are saying this. That I don't your mind, man, I don't understand how that even functions at the end of the day. I really don't, and I really don't want to figure it out, like seriously.
Sentence 2 also shows that that video was made a day ago, which means you went.
No, he's ranting. We're used to that. Crow, Jamie, what do you call yourself?
That the product.
We know you're in the room ranting. We know you're carrying on. We're not looking at any of your messages. We're ignoring you. That's what we're doing. We're not. Reason why I opened up the channel, because I want people to see on the forum sites when you are confronted with the lies and the scamming and things you do on a daily basis, how you react like a child. That's what we're expecting from you. So we're not. That's why we haven't blocked you or anything. We're keeping you on there. We want people to see how you react. This is you. This is your videos, man. You can't get mad at me. This is you. This is you on here making these statements. We didn't doctor any of this up. Just like that statement you made about the fellow who basically showed the real inside of your home. You explained to me, as we were on the forum site laughing about that, you explained to me how that's my account. And if that's my account, how did I get access to the inside of your house? That's not a video of a video. That's an actual slideshow of somebody taking pictures of inside your house. So how did I get in there? That's your place. I'm pretty sure you probably did business with somebody in your building, and they realized that with all that light that those apartments take in, that screen washed out, because your apartment doesn't look like the ones we looked at. Your apartment's much, much darker. And I'm pretty sure he didn't want to turn his apartment into a cave at the end of the day. He probably has a very bright apartment, something very nice. And he put your screen paint in there and it washed out. And he addressed you about it. And I'm pretty sure the same nasty attitude you showed toward us and toward everybody else, that's what you showed toward him. So I'm pretty sure he probably made good with you, probably walked into your house, snapped a couple of pictures, because that's what I would have done, and walked right back out. And I would have posted you. And I'm pretty sure exactly what he did. So for you to come up there and try to write at the bottom, again, as you went in and tried to manipulate your own video by putting it in not ambient light rejection, you call yourself going into his videos and posting at the bottom, oh, this is Kenny's IP, we matched it, blah, 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 blah. First things first, again, doesn't add up. How did I get the pictures? Let's think about the scenarios. Magical powers? Well, I don't have that. Thanos capabilities? I don't have that. Did I teleport? No, I don't have that capability. Did I get on a plane, fly all the way out to California, take a taxi or whatever to get to your resident, walk into your house somehow and snap pictures of your screen? Nah, it's virtually impossible. Someone got those pictures. That is your environment. That's what it looks like. That's why we requested for him to do a demonstration on what the environment really looks like. And you haven't done it yet, because you know your screen would wash out. Your gray paint is no different than any other gray paint we've seen. It's no difference at all, period. There's nothing different about it. There's nothing different about it.
Frankenstein next that I created here. It's more like ambient light projection paint. So we have it at 143 is where you can hear it. Frankenstein next that I created here. It's more like ambient light projection paint.
Now you just said
clearly what you said, right?
That your product is ambient light rejection. The reason why Crow finds is funny in the room, because he's scamming you. Scammers don't have any remorse. Again, they don't do any work at the end of the day. They cut corners as much as they possibly can. They put very little effort into anything they do. It's like everything they design is a stack of cards. It's designed basically just to produce some kind of money that they can take from the customers. No good results, nothing at all. It can't back anything up at all, period. How can you back up something when the basis of that product is nothing but a stack of cards? So that's, you know, when you see him laughing on camera, that's him stealing from you. But he can't explain this. So again, you claimed your product to be ambient light rejection. It's not. It's not ambient light rejection. And you changed the title of the video. And you sat there and said it right there in the video. Let's talk about the network gray scam. This is the network gray scam. Video missing, video missing, video missing. This is another video that he brought up. Again, we're still waiting for our receipts for this product right here. This is 39. You claim 39 Extreme Black Widow. We're still waiting for receipts. We haven't received them yet. Still waiting. On this side, this is his product matching house paint again. He comes in with the same story he put here, here, and here by saying it has the hue, it has the contrast is better on my end, that the white levels are ivory, that the colors just, same nonsense. So you said the same thing here you said in this video, but yet this video went missing. You said the same thing here in this video, but this video also went missing. Let's recap, Crow. Let's give you some memory. We got to bring it in. You know what's coming up. So for those you don't know, this is where we caught Crow in a live stream trying to hide evidence. It's pretty bad. So bottom line is how we came to this conclusion. We explained to him that we wanted him to put the video, that one right there, the one of him wearing the red hoodie, directly to his website, so his customers can see this. He can't put that there because, like I said, if anybody sees that, they'll see the comparison. I'm pretty sure he went, like I said, he went to his friends and family, wife, whatever, and went to all of them and said, hey, look, do you see the difference to such and such and so? That's usually what most people do. And I'm pretty sure that his friends, even his wife, probably sat there and said, no, I don't see a difference. Because every form site we dropped it in, they couldn't even see a difference. And I'm pretty sure he got frustrated and pretty sure he got agitated. But I'm pretty sure deep down inside, he already knew that the product had matched. So he was hoping that this would get forgotten, maybe buried in his YouTube 2 archive somewhere. But that's what we asked him. Like, look, if you're backing up your product, you need to post this directly to your site on a huge video player. I'm going to do mine. And I did. Mine's up there, including with over a 30 slideshow on just about everything you can possibly think of. You know why he's not in the room screaming about, oh, you know, his camera settings? Buddy, let me explain something to you. You faked your entire environment. Before you go on a rant about basically accusing people of their camera settings, let's try showing your screens off in the actual real environment and what they're supposed to look at. Not that fake ambient light controlled environment you keep sticking your screens into every single time and doing these constant demonstrations in the dark. Even when you have the lights on, your environment is fake. I want to see the same thing I saw here. This is what I want to see. This right here, I think is, let me see, make sure we don't get these mixed up. We want to see right here. I want to see that apartment, what your apartment really looks like, because we know where you live at. We have your shipping information right there. Customer, again, you probably got really nasty with, very, very nasty with. They posted his address, and that's how we found him. So again, we had a tracker go in. They pinpointed exactly where the apartment complex was at. And we got a chance to go through the units to see exactly what these things really look like. And again, I already know from the door that none of those units look like what you're showing right now, because again, when people rent out a spot, they want it to be bright. They want plenty of light to come in, nice white walls. I mean, look, it's open, you know, it's breathable. You know, that's what they want. You know what I mean? That's what they want to show off. It's going to be hard to try to sell a product that looks dark. It really is. So we all know what your place really looks like. So that's not your real environment. So what you need to do is basically show us what your real environment looks like. And that's why if your environment was really well lit, all those white lights that you have behind the back of your screen and under your screen, you wouldn't be able to see that at all, period. They wouldn't even show up. The fact that those lights can pull up like that, your environment's way too dark. All right, let's go here. Jamie, you try to explain this to us right here. So this is where we asked him to post the video to his website. All right. The video, we went back to try to, and mind you, we had the conversation, we recorded all of it on chatting with them. The video, we went back and we grabbed the actual original video, not the one me talking on, we did the actual original one. We go get it, we send it back to Jamie, but when I went to go get it, the video was missing. Actually, there's supposed to be two of them there, one was missing. last one was there, but it had the title of the first one. So I'm going back and I'm questioning, like, yo, where's the other video at? Because it's missing. It's not there. What's going on? He can't explain. And then this is what happens next. This is what happens next. So after realizing that we realized what he did, he decides to go in and to remove the other video.
The top. This is where we put the search in right there. You see right there? That's the search. We put in the same title in the video. The only one that popped up was this one, which means
that is just to show you, because I don't want him saying that, that's not me.
Deleted the.
That's you, Crow. That's your channel, isn't it? Now, again, we don't want to hear you saying at the end of the day, that's not my channel. Somebody, for you, Crow, it's always the same thing. It's always the Karen excuse. Somebody duplicated my account. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. That's what you do with Karens from time to time. When they start ranting, tell them, stop it. Crow, let's show people what you did. How you tried to hide the evidence. Mind you, let's recap on this, Crow. This is a video that you use to try to lie to your customers to convince them that the product Network Gray doesn't match your product. One of the videos is missing. This last video is bearing the title of the first one, which we can't find.
Original video and change the title to this video, because in the original video you were on camera. We had the original. So you explained to me how we have a video over here showing you on camera, displaying the screen paint, talking all this craziness, but yet over here on your channel, it doesn't exist. Where is it? This is the only thing that's coming up. And it's still not doing you any good. It's still not helping you out, because in this video, look, video unavailable. Oh, we can't make it up. We can't make it up. Busted, you scammer. You're nothing more than a scammer, and yet keep getting busted. Can't make it up. Can you remove the other video now? We got you again. Can't make it up. Look what it says right here on the video. The video is private, unavailable. Because he got caught. He got busted. He realized that.
This wouldn't be the first time. This is not the first time Crow has done this. We had a while back, 2019, before he had the website, he was on eBay. We were ordering his product through a live stream. He was hiking the price. So he hiked the price all the way up to $126 when he realized that he couldn't hike the price up. Because I said, look, put it at $1,000. We'll buy it for $1,000 and you'll transfer that money back to my account. That would have been really embarrassing for him to transfer $1,000 back to our account. No, Crow, and that's pretty sad. When you get to a point where somebody tells you that they're going to pay $1,000 for your product, and you can't even, now at that point, you might as well just keep the $1,000 and just send us over the real deal. Then at the end of the day, I paid $1,000 for some screen paint. But you were so terrified that your product doesn't even work that you didn't even want to keep the money. You gave it back to us. Now, we didn't buy it for $1,000. Just to tell you exactly where we're coming from. We started from $50. From $50, it went to $126. And that money went right back to the account. And then when he got to the point where he couldn't even, get around that, he brought up some claim where he was stating that, okay, we can't ship to your address. But keep in mind, we bought from you before. This is when Crow actually did ship a product to us legit. We showed the tracking number, all that shown. It was delivery. Oh, okay, that's it. He's got nothing left. He pulled this account. He pulled this eBay listing. I'm going to find the video. I'm going to put the link at the bottom for you so you can check it out. He pulled the link. And you can see when I scroll up on the email, you can see the price jumping, have kept jumping the price. You go through all of this. Look at all this craziness. You go through all of this on your products. This is why you're bad for business, man. Your products don't work at all. And the description, I'm going to put in, we have a website. Now, Jamie, I know you want to sit there and rant and say we're afraid of your products. We have a website. I pay for every month. I pay for 2 websites. I have a website dedicated for gray screen paint mixes. We give away gray screen paint for free. If you think that the mixes that we give away for free, or yours is better, then make them. They're right there on the website for free. You have never made any of those products ever, not even on our throwbacks. This is how we know your stuff doesn't even work at the end of the day. I got my throwbacks on the website for free. You can go in and make them anytime you want to, and you have never made any of them. And that site has been there since last year, and you have never made. As a matter of fact, when this fellow had contacted me asking me to have permission to buy our products, which you didn't just go on the website and just buy, but he wanted verification. And then 3 weeks after that, no orders. But anyway, I said in the conversation, what did I say? I said that, oh yeah, by the way, since I have you on the phone, can you go in and do our digital and crystal screen paints, all 7 of them? Can you make all of them live on camera? You said yes. The fact that you never followed through on that clearly shows me that you're even afraid of our throwback products, and they're free. Then I requested, oh, and also too, can you do the network Gray 773? Which he replied, yeah, I did. I did 2 videos. Yeah, those are the 2 videos that just went missing right there. That's the first one, and that's the second one, and the other one is gone, which we don't know what happened to that one. These are the videos that we requested. These are the ones he said he did. These are the ones we tracked down. These are the ones we actually went over. These are the ones we found that this product matched. And these are the ones that now went missing. So, Jamie, take this in. Take it all in. Take it in. Take it in. Take it in. As we cap this off. You went on camera telling your customers that the Network Gray 773 doesn't match your product. You sat on camera and you lied through that entire recording on both of them, convincing your customers that your product does not match an everyday shelf paint. All that you went through just to go in and remove the videos and mark them private so no one can see them. Why would anyone get rid of something? Now, let's say saying if you're driving and you slam into someone's car, and you know you're telling people like, no, I didn't do the accident, I didn't do so and so, it wasn't me, I wasn't driving, blah 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 blah. They're all excuses, but then you find out that there's a way that they can match that. The paints on your car, everything matches perfectly. The timing, everything matches. The time of day, so and so, your alibi, everything matches. What do people do? They hide the evidence. First thing they do is take that car down to an auto shop, strip it down, do something to it, but they got to get rid of the evidence. They can't get around it. They have to get rid of the very thing that links them to that problem. And that's what you did. You went in and you tried to get rid of the very thing that linked you to that problem. So what this shows right here, Fernando, so this can sink in today for you. Hopefully this sinks in, because it doesn't. You should not be making screen paint products. This shows a scammer. This shows an individual who has been making a product, keeping it in a dark, fake environment, using a high-end projector to make it look like something that it's not, and then telling his customers that they're getting something more than what they're really not getting at the end of the day. The average customer can just go into any store and do the exact same thing. You can use Bullseye Primer. You can use basically the Bear 1050. That's why we mentioned 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many teaspoons that you put in to make the product. That's the first video we show you. If you could back your products, they would be on your website. If you could back your products, you would have been able to beat this product. If you could back your product, this would have never existed to begin with. That's the reality you need to have sink in. I noticed when you put all those emojis in, you're nervous. We know that. We picked that up. When you come on there ranting and carrying on, you're nervous. That's the first sign, you see when people start lashing out, getting upset, angry, upset, ranting. You're nervous. You got caught scamming a lot of people. This is why when we ask you to do fully lit environments and all, you don't do any of that. You have to do your demonstrations in the dark where you can pick up a somewhat decent contrast level. We even washed up to the screen in the demonstration. It was a pretty bad demonstration for him. He messed up really bad in that demonstration, and he wanted that thing to go away as fast as possible. But the problem was, and I said I couldn't believe this actually happened. We couldn't believe it actually happened. This is like basically finding, I don't know what word you can possibly say it. I'd say the odds of basically having a gorilla crash through your roof of your house holding a lottery ticket for a winning lottery ticket for all 50 states. We caught him in a live stream. This guy is so bold that most people, if they know they're being streamed, they would basically wait till the stream's over and then go hide the evidence. So he did it right in the middle of the video. So your customers need to go out and do that, Network Gray 773. That's going to be a hurt piece at the end of the day. That's why that customer was so upset when he sat there and said that the paint didn't match his basement. That wasn't even Network Gray 773, and your product matched his basement. And you turn around, how bold you are, how you have no respect for anybody. You go back and again, and you do another demonstration doing the exact same thing and this demonstration, the exact same lies and this demonstration you did here, here, and here. Get rid of the videos and then come back in and tell the lie again. Get rid of the videos and come back and tell the lie again. Get rid of the videos, come back in and tell the lie again. You've been doing it. You've got a history of it. You've got a history. Here's your history. You did it here, you did it here, you did it there. Same story on all three of them. All right. And this is the reason why, again, he's bad for business. He's extremely, extremely bad for business. So you want to check out more on the blacklist, I'm going to put a huge post up. At the bottom, you'll have access to the blacklist. You can do your own research. Also, too, we will have a few of the customers who basically filed these complaints against Crow. One of the fellow who basically got inside the apartment, we have his link where he got inside the apartment and was able to get the pictures to show you what the screen really looks like off camera. It looks pretty bad. Also, too, we'll put in two free mixes in there for you. We'll put in the half and half. These are the Network Grays. Now, like I said before, if this product matched Network Gray, Jamie, understand this. I'm going to explain something to you. If your product matched Network Gray that well, anything you add into that would make it better than your product. Do you realize that? Anything that you add to it make it better than your product. So we got one called the half and half. That's a more advanced version of it. It's pretty easy. It's a half and half. It's half Network Gray 773. The other half is PPG or PPG. I think it's the silver. That's all it is, half and half. 1/4 of silver. You want to get that at Lowe's. And the other one, we put all the ingredients where to get it from. And you want to put in about 3 scoops of the black paint. The other one's called the Easy Mix. Very easy to do. Network Gray 773, 1 scoop of black. That's all you need. You don't have to put much into it because, like I said, you know, that product matches screen paint without any form of nothing in it. There's nothing in it. It's a shelf paint. Now, just to give you a little bit of chills here.
Kenneth Bird, my company is Crystal Age Technology. It's coming in, and this is a...
This video was shot before you ever did that video. Before your Network Gray video ever existed, this video was shot first. The reason why is because we are the ones who started the Network Gray 773, not you. So this is what I said when I first got it here, because the reason why we came to this conclusion was because after seeing his product matching black and white paint, I'm thinking to myself, what would be the odds of him going out and just getting everyday gray paint and putting it into a jar and claiming it as his? He'll hit it with his projector, dark environment, say this is you're getting a product, you're doing this, you're doing that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what is the odds I'm just getting gray paint? Just skipping out black paint, that's $17 he's going to save, or whatever he pays for over there. He's going to save, but just putting just gray paint only. So let's go get some gray paint. Let's figure this out. So I go to Sherwin Williams, and they gave me a selection of gray paints, and one of them comes up as Network Gray, and I'm like, you know what? That's close to what I think it's going to be. Let's get that one. Now, even in the video, I'm not even sure if it's going to match or not, because I said, well, we just want something that's going to match close enough to it. Didn't say it was going to be an identical match. I said something that is going to match close enough to it. And then when the projector came on, I was like, ooh, this is going to be bad. Even when I popped the lid, I knew it was going to be bad, but still, thinking that it may and may not. It's going to match, but I wonder how close it was going to be on the match.
Man, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Look at that right there. That's not good. And I can tell from looking at that, that is not good at all. That's nothing in it. No black, no glitter, nothing. That is not a good sign. That is actually a perfect color right there. All right. He's going to have to outperform this on between night and day. It's not going to go well at all.
Now, mind, you're talking to an expert in gray screen paint products because, again, I was on YouTube longer than you were, and I was making gray screen paint products longer than you. Enough to basically got me a 10-year global contract. You go to the site, all our history's on there, beta testers, customers, you know, contracts is all on there. But anyway, I popped that lid and I was like, oh man, I'm glad I don't make gray screen paint anymore because that would have been a nightmare for digital and crystal screen paint. That stuff would have matched with no problem whatsoever. That's what makes that stuff really dangerous. Yeah, that's the first thing I said. Now, mind you, this video was a year before he did his. Not only did your product match what I just said there in the video, but you deleted the videos. You try to get rid of the evidence.
So what's the difference between your product and gray paint? What's the difference in the fact that he gets to a point where he sends you gray paint? Can you really tell the difference at the end of the day?
So yeah, that's the main thing. If he basically sends you everyday gray paint to your house, will you know the difference? Can you tell the difference? Now, the people we do business with, they do the black paint. They can't. Our product, basically, we do these demonstrations live all the time. We have so many demonstrations on black paint versus black paint. We have over 30 demonstrations done on that alone. So yeah, we can back it up on any level we can think of. Even in the batch numbers, we can back it up. But with this, how do you know at the end of the day if you have actual screen paint or house paint? You don't know, because even he doesn't even know. Well, he knows now because he deleted the videos, deleted his evidence. He got rid of it.
Because this individual had a demonstration, you got to add black in there because you got to put those tones in there. This stuff is already toned, so it's good. So we picked up a gallon. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. We picked up a gallon of by Sherwin Williams.
Now, mind you, Jamie, in that test demonstration, before I go here, we tested your Cinemax, we tested your Metallica mix, and your personal mix. That's what was sitting up there. And the same demonstration that you did a year later, you did your Cinemax. The Cinemax matched our end. The reason why your screen washed out so badly on our end because we use more light in our environment than yours. Your environment's dark. It's so dark, I can see the lights at the bottom of your screen popping up. That's a maximum zone. Lights don't pull up in there because that area is I got to turn the lights out just to get the neon to pop on. So again, that's why your screen washed out. And your screen looks exactly the same way. The customer who was upset, it looks exactly the same way. It does look exactly the same way also too. And the picture or slideshow, however we got the pictures of what your screen really looks like in a fully lit environment. And it looks just like that in there. Washed out completely. But as you can see, you know, even he has admitted it because again, you don't get if you're innocent on something and you have something that basically can prove you're innocent, why would you get rid of the evidence? There you go. That's how it works, Jamie, in the real world. If you're guilty and it's something that can link you to it, then you get rid of the evidence. That's how it works in the real world, and that's what you did. Here, we did the demonstration a year ago with your Cinemax. You saw the demonstration. You claimed this was fake demonstration, right? Here, you did the demonstration. Your product matched the product. And at the very bottom, trying to get you to post that demonstration, you went in and removed it off your account and the video went missing. Now, you can laugh and put all the emojis in you want and curse and carry on. We don't care. At the end of the day, we have the evidence right there, and anybody can come in there and look at it. It's right there. What are you going to do? You're going to say that's not my video? These are not mine at all, period. That's not my channel. That's not me on the video. You got a clone going around, a machine that allows you to clone things at the end of the day. That's not you in the video. Come on, Jamie. You gotta get in grasp with reality, man. You really do. You got to get in grasp with reality. You can't. You get caught doing these things, man. We got so much stuff on you. It's not even funny.
We're just doing this video. It's just going on.
Let me pause this for a minute. We got so much stuff on you, man. It's just, it's really disturbing, the stuff we got on you. There's all kinds of stuff, man. I can start a whole section alone by itself on your fake environments. We got videos of you hugging the screens. There is one demonstration I thought was the most pathetic I've ever seen. The environment clearly is super dark. It's dark. You can see it's dark. But he's sitting right up on top of the screen trying to do that Sony demonstration, and he's trying to say, look at the contrast levels. Your camera is literally sitting that close to the screen. And you're trying to tell people that they can see contrast? We can't even see the rest of the screen because the camera's too close to the screen. The demonstration you did in that other demonstration, you try to do it again, you had the lights on the back of your screen asking Alexa to put the maximum. How will we know what maximum lighting is if you're sitting right up on top of the screen? What does the rest of the environment look like? And then at that, your environment's not real. It's all fake. Because again, you can't show us what the actual screen looks like when you really turn off the camera, what it really looks like. Because there is no way you're watching that screen at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You might as well go out and buy yourself a TV.
Right?
Well, you know,
This is what we dug up.
that's how, if you notice that,
I'm gonna go check and find the video.
when we're having this conversation in here, you notice that he just comes in with just laugh emojis, that's it. He has no way to explain his product in any way whatsoever, what we have here, in any form of smart intellectual form of conversation. We can't uphold with Jamie because Jamie does not have that capability. He doesn't have it. Look at this. Even got caught with a fake batch number, man. You got caught with fake batch numbers. Look at this, Jamie. This is pathetic, man. You got caught with fake batch numbers. Trying to make fake Instagram accounts. Just hate and angry. And that doesn't do anything. I can shoot an Instagram video right now and get a couple of thousand hits on it and about 80, 90 likes on it. Doesn't do any good. Here's your canceled orders. Everybody can come in here and look at your canceled orders. Your product is supposed to be the best of the best. You can't even back your own product up. You keep losing cases. Lost another case. More canceled orders. Look at this. All these canceled orders we have on you. I got literally a comic book. I have enough for a comic book. Another. Just unbelievable. And look, there's the famous email right there of Crow telling us to buy whatever we want, order with confidence. And the customers read through this and look at that mess. You can't even back your own products up. Okay. I got a projector coming in today. We got to do a 235.1 today. Look, man, I'm going to tell you something. This is what my dad used to say. Get your act together, get out of the business. Do something. You know what I mean? This right here is really sad. It is. You don't have cancel orders on me. You don't have any emails coming from me like this. You don't have any of that stuff. You join my streams. I don't join your streams. Why do I want to be in there to begin with? You have nothing there to show me at the end of the day. Not in there for what? You come into my streams. At the end of the day, I'm the person that you need to get verification that your product works. It kind of seems like the way you guys constantly are showing me your videos and stuff, it's like you need my approval, like it's a daddy issue or something. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. But anyway, you're kind of like, by the time it takes you to pretty much do all this stuff, I've developed 3 or 4 screen paints right now. We're doing a 235.1 setup. I can do stuff like this, Jamie. You can't do this. I'm going to show you what I can do and you can't do. You see this right here? That is my setup right there. That's a 150-inch screen in my display. Do you know how much I paid for my projector, Jamie? I paid $60 for it. This is a challenge I gave you a couple of days ago, and you haven't done it yet. You use the same size screen, and the reason why you use the same size screen, because it's going to give you the best picture you can possibly get from your projector. And even at that, your environment is fake. This is a real environment. When I turn my lights on, these are the only lights we use. Apparently in yours, your environments are fake. I'm going to open the chat tomorrow so I can show you what a real ambient light environment looks like. Hopefully you can take notes. And stop cutting so many corners. It's kind of sad. Which one's in anyway? Can you see that? So I know you're upset and all and angry, but you don't do your demonstrations right, man. You don't. See the size of my screen? See how big it is? That screen towers over your screen with no problem. Did I spend a lot of money for a projector? No. Did my customers have to spend a lot of money? No. At the end of the day, you can't even save yourself money. I know you're in the room chatting and ranting, but since I got a chance to talk to you, how much money do you save on your product? How much money do you save? You tell people you're saving the money, you can't even beat that shelf paint at the end of the day. So how you save them any money? As a matter of fact, you're taking money from them. They got to turn around and spend $3,300 for a projector to get the same image to spend the money for a shelf paint. Why does my product cost? Well, my product shows proof of beating multiple certified screens that cost my customers in either $3,000 to $5,000. How many certified screens have you done against your product? Have you done Black Diamond yet? I keep asking that one. You still haven't replied back on that one yet. Nothing yet, Tucker? All right, turn my other channel. There's one. I've seen one power up. Where is, oh, let me do something you can't do, Jamie. Lights on. Let me see. Oh, forgot. We're doing movies. This is how ambient light projection is supposed to work. I still have not seen in your demonstrations your 150-inch screen yet, and still waiting. There's no point in giving you challenges. This right here is what I look at every single day. I can even project off my ceiling if I want, with the light in the middle of it. You want to talk about quality? You don't have any quality. You're in the dark. Here's a challenge for you. Complete this today. 150-inch screen, this demonstration, and the lighting we're using right now. I can give this to you a challenge today. Would you like 180 to the ceiling or 160 to the floor? Which one you want? You can't do this. Look at this. Watch this. Now, like I said, I could give you the challenge, buy your product, watch you give me back my money at the same time, and not complete the challenge at the same time. You can't back your products. Why in the world would I go out and spend money for a shelf paint, especially when you already admitted that your product is a shelf paint by trying to get rid of the videos? Why? Can you do this? I can look at my screen here and here at the same time. You can't do that. Your demonstrations, again, this is the natural lighting that comes with this house. And your demonstrations, you don't even show what the real lighting looks like because your environments are too dark. What does your videos really look like? I'm curious, what do they really look like with the real lighting in your environment? So how are you saving your customers any money? You can't even save yourself any money at the end of the day. Jamie, this is a 720p projector we're using right here. And again, my screen's 150 inches. How big is your screen? 100 inches, right? The usual size. The P2 projector, that laser projector, is supposed to look much better than that. But the only way you can get that image to work, you got to be in the dark to do it. You're not saving anybody any money if they can do it with house paint. That's the problem. Why would I go down and spend money for your product when I can just get a house paint to do it? Because again, if your product was more than just house paint, you would have been able to post those videos that went missing off your account to the website. And you don't have them on there. My customers save money at the end of the day. They don't have to go out and spend the money for a 4K projector if they don't want to. They could do it with a $60 or under $200 ultra short throw projector, and they could do that in a fully lit environment. Network Gray doesn't match your screens in any way, but Network Gray does match your product. And if your product did work, we wouldn't have so many canceled orders over there on you because, again, you can't even ship over your product because you can't back it up. You even would go so far to commit fraud on your website and get busted doing it and ship the product over here because you know it doesn't work. And you yourself has already admitted this by basically, again, deleting your videos off your account or marking them private. So why would I buy from someone who just sat there and realized that their product is house paint? I might just go buy the house paint. So how about you? Mind, you still have a challenge. You have several challenges. There was the swap out your projector for 1 year, never done. There was the 150-inch screen, this demonstration right here, never done. There was the, I forgot about that one. What's it called, environment challenge? Yeah, you were supposed to do the demonstration in the environment that your projector, your apartment really looks like at the end of the day. And one half of that would be black paint, and the other half would basically be the Network Gray. The black paint, you would have to produce the exact same black level because you made the statement that your screen paint can actually pull the same level as a black screen, did you not? then we're expecting to see those demonstrations today. All of them, including the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, because I do put my product against your product on the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Let's see if free versus pay at the end of the day, if you can match it. There's 7 up there. The website has been up there forever. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post the ingredients at the bottom. They can make that too. And you're free to make it too, but you haven't made it yet. And the reason why you haven't made it yet, because again, that network Gray 773, the half and half, that is extremely dangerous against your screen. Again, if the shelf paint can match, then whatever we add into it to boost it, it's going to definitely overpower your screen. And it's free. All right, then. We're hoping to see those demonstrations today. As a matter of fact, I'll make it easy on you. You don't have to do this one right here. This is too hard for you. Do the network Gray 773 half and half today. That's what we want to see. All right. I don't care what projector you use. You can be in the dark. I don't care. Network Gray 73 half and half. Free versus pay. All right. We'll see. I'll put the ingredients below for you to go in there and make it. Gotta go. Thank you all and God bless.